What if I told you that the biggest threat to President William Ruto in 2027 is not Rigathi Gachagua, is not Kalonzo Musyoka, is not even Fred Okengo Matiang'i, but 4 young leaders?
Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi ndio Sifuna. Ukiangalia na kwanza kabisa Mheshimiwa Rais William Ruto, bado mimi ndio John Methu.
You steal our election, you find us sleeping in State House. We will not joke with people, Professor. You steal our elections, find us next to the bed yako tumetoa nje.
Sisi ni wajukuu wa nani? Sisi tunaweza tishwa na mtu? Tunaweza tishika kweli?
I want to call them the 4 horsemen because they have already defeated one of the most powerful weapon in Kenyan politics, and that is fear.
Mimi kama John Methu, an adult of sound mind, senator wa kaunti ya Nyandarua, jambo moja tu ujue na kuheshimu, lakini mimi sikuogopi.
And here is the scary part. The NIS, which is the National Intelligence Service of this country, has already warned the president about these 4 young people. But just like with any other advice, he has ignored it.
In fact, he has advisors, but President Ruto advises his advisors on how to advise him. You see? Don't you think that Ruto's advisors tell him this thing, but he's just ignoring?
Now it is coming to bite him hard in the Let's talk about it. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
In the House tonight, the youthful, bold senator from Nyandarua. He seems unapologetically bold. In fact, he spoke in front of the president the other day, and you should have seen the reaction. He's like 35 years old, half my age almost. Senator John Methu is in the house. Good to see you, Senator.
Good to see you again.
You see, yesterday, something powerful happened on national television. John Methu sat down with Jeff Koinange on Citizen TV, and the entire country was actually watching for one reason and one reason alone. They wanted to know, was he actually disrespectful or was he just fearless?
Your behavior the other day, was it appropriate in front of the president?
Because just days earlier, in front of the president himself, he said this.
Yaani mtu anasimama mbele ya rais wanatizamana anamwambia mimi sikuogopi. Hiyo ndio Kenya sasa yenyewe.
Now, here is where it gets dangerous because what John Methu said is what many leaders think, but very few of them can actually dare to say it.
I told him, I respect you, but I don't fear you. First, Jeff, fear is a very bad trait. Fear is a trait that would undermine you. And you have to defeat fear to become a good person. And
during that interview, he explained it perfectly. He said that you cannot oversight someone that you actually fear because the role of a senator is actually to oversight the county and even the national government.
It would be wrong for me to disrespect him, but it would be also wrong for me to fear him because if I fear him, I would not be a good leader. But
he said that you cannot ask questions if you're intimidated by power.
If I am given a microphone another time, I would say the exact words. I feel very proud of myself that I actually was able to defeat fear and speak in front of the head of state and tell him of the things that really matter to my people.
Then he even flipped the question. He asked Jeff, do you fear the president?
You said you don't fear him.
I don't fear him. Do you fear him yourself?
He's the president of the republic.
But do you fear him?
He's your elder.
Yes. You only need to respect him as an elder.
And that question shook the entire conversation.
I spoke right after the county woman member of parliament. I spoke after the member of parliament. None of them was courageous enough to tell him, look here, Mr. President. These are the things that these people are expecting and would expect from you.
This was not just about one man. This is about a new generation of leaders who are actually rising.
Bado hatujaanza hata warm up. Hata hatujavaa viatu ya kwenda kwa uwanja na wameanza kutetemeka. Ati naenda kuvugua darasa ya tile ati wanatuma polisi. My friends, wacha kutumana jirete. Tuonane na wewe mundu kumundu.
When you zoom out, you start to see a pattern. There are 4 names that keep showing up. Again, I have called them the 4 horsemen. That is Edwin Sifuna, that is Babu Owino, that is Dendi Nyoro, and finally is John Methu. You see, these people have different styles. They have they come from different regions, but they have one thing in common. They do not fear the presidency.
We further want the prosecution to avail
a main witness who is the complainant in this matter, who is President Ruto. We want to cross-examine him.
Now think about this carefully. Do you really believe that National Intelligence Service hasn't noticed what these people are about? Because this is the agency that tracks public mood daily. They know who is trending, they know who is influencing the young people, which means Ruto has already been warned about these people. But here's the problem. He has ignored intelligence before. You guys remember what happened with the finance bill protests. I hear that the intelligence had already told him that these guys are serious. They're going to cause some problems. But again, he ignored them. And even when he acted too late.
Over 20 people are dead. 39 are missing through state-driven abductions. And first, they're asking a very simple question. 24 people dead. Your Excellency, do you have blood on your hands?
And this is where things get serious, because in 2027, or rather 2027 elections are not going to be just about numbers. They're going to be about emotions. They're going to be about momentum. They're going to be about who young people believe in.
My friend, Professor, you don't even have kujitangaza. Go to State House. What is the distance between Bomas and State House? Take people to State House.
In 2022, Ruto had the youth. But in 2027, if these four young men stand on the same side, if they mobilize Gen Zs and millennials properly, if they coordinate even loosely, then this becomes something bigger than politics. It becomes a movement.
Did you see that lady who was carrying her child on the back?
Yeah.
Her child slipped from her back and drowned.
Akipita the flood.
Alikuwa anatoka kutafutia Ruto pesa ya kuzurura ya tax. Akabebwa na maji, mtoto wake akakufa. And we are daring the president, kama ako kadi, aseme basi ako kadi na ameua majenzi.
And actually, Jeff had asked Methu whether they would all come together.
This is Jason the 6th. Tell Senator Methu, as Gen Z, we love him 80% of the time. However, if he joins or does a collaboration with Sifuna and Babu Owino, we will love him 100% of the time. Maybe this coming Sunday in Nakuru, would love to see that.
Oh, how about that?
And this is the answer that Methu gave.
Let me tell you, when you're hunting a dangerous animal, you don't hunt all from the same side. You have to hunt that animal from different fronts. And that's why we are hunting from different fronts. So Kina Sifuna are hunting that side. We and Rigathi are hunting this side. Kina Tawe are hunting with Governor Natembea that side. Everybody is hunting, but we shall at some point come to the same table.
Meaning that they don't need to be on the same party, that they don't need to hold hands publicly, but they just need to move on the same direction.
So are you all together in this hunt?
We are all together because the end goal is the same. All of us are saying William Ruto, I will go home. We are united by that current call.
So here is the reality. President William Ruto may be preparing for another election, but the battlefield has changed completely. This is no longer the old school politics. This is influence. This is the youth power. This is the fearless leadership.
Ultimately, everybody who loves this country will coalesce around this idea of making William Ruto a one-term president.
If he keeps ignoring the signals, by the time he reacts, it's going to be already too late. Because the history has shown us one thing, that the moment people stop fearing power is the moment that power begins to fall.
Sisi ni wajukuu wa nani? Sisi tunaweza tishwa na mtu? Tunaweza tishika kweli?
So what do you think? Can these four young leaders, the four horsemen, unite and actually take William Samoei Ruto to Sugoi come 2027? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section and do not forget to subscribe.